I called for help. I needed protection. Instead, I was met with bullets.
This 36-year-old black woman in her own home became another victim of a system rife with racial bias and excessive force. Deputy Sean Grayson, the officer responding to her call, shot her dead. His reason? He claimed self-defense, alleging Massey threw hot water at him. However, the body cam footage tells a different story. It raises serious doubts about Grayson's account. This incident, sadly, is not an isolated one. It shines a harsh light on the deeply ingrained issue of police brutality against black people in America. It's a painful reminder that for many, a call for help can turn deadly. The emotional toll on Massey's family is immeasurable. Their grief is compounded by the blatant injustice of her death. This tragedy serves as a stark reminder of the fear and vulnerability many black Americans face daily. They live with the knowledge that their lives may be seen as disposable, their humanity disregarded. The Sonya Massey case is not an anomaly. It's a symptom of a deeply rooted disease, systemic racism. This insidious system permeates every facet of American society, including law enforcement. Black people are disproportionately targeted, profiled, and brutalized by police. From slavery to Jim Crow to mass incarceration, the historical and ongoing oppression of black people has created a culture of fear and distrust. The police, often seen as instruments of this oppression, become symbols of our fear rather than protectors. This fear is not unfounded. Statistics paint a grim picture. Black people are 3 times more likely to be killed by police than white people. This disparity is a clear indication that race plays a significant role in police interactions. The war on drugs and the militarization of police have further exacerbated this problem. Black communities are often over-policed and underprotected, trapped in a cycle of violence and fear.
The Sonya Massey case is a stark reminder that systemic racism is alive and well. We must continue to fight for justice and equality.
The tragic death of Sonya Massey underscores a chilling reality for black Americans. Even calling for help can be dangerous. The very institution meant to protect them can become their executioner. This reality erodes trust in law enforcement and creates a climate of fear and uncertainty. Imagine the constant anxiety, the fear of being misunderstood, the knowledge that your life might be at risk even when seeking help. This is a lived experience of countless black individuals across America. This breakdown in trust has dire consequences. It discourages people from reporting crimes, cooperating with investigations, or seeking help when they need it most. The fear of police brutality becomes a barrier to justice and safety, perpetuating a cycle of silence and vulnerability.
It's terrifying to think that calling 911 could mean putting your life in danger. How can we trust the police when they might turn on us?
Section 4, find light in the darkness, resilience and hope. Despite the constant threat of injustice and violence, black people continue to demonstrate remarkable resilience and hope.
This resilience is not about accepting injustice. It's about finding the strength to keep fighting for a better future, even in the face of unimaginable pain and adversity.
It's about finding joy in the face of sorrow, celebrating black excellence, and nurturing a deep love for community. It's about passing down stories, traditions, and a legacy of resistance to future generations.
This resilience is evident in the countless acts of courage, compassion, and creativity that emerge from Black communities every day. It's in the music, the art, the literature, and the activism that challenge oppression and inspire change.
It's also important to acknowledge the trauma and pain inflicted by systemic racism. Seeking therapy, engaging in self-care practices, and finding solace in community are essential aspects of healing and resilience. Section 5, United, we stand, a call for collective action. The fight for justice and equality requires a collective effort. It demands that we dismantle the systems of oppression that have plagued our nation for far too long.
Silence is not an option. Apathy is not an option. We must demand accountability from law enforcement. We must push for policy changes that prioritize de-escalation, community policing, and stricter use of force policies.
We must invest in mental health services and community-based initiatives that address the root causes of crime and violence. Education is key. We must educate ourselves and others about the history of systemic racism and its ongoing impact.
We must challenge our own biases and prejudices. We must listen to and amplify the voices of those who have been marginalized and silenced. The pursuit of justice is a marathon, not a sprint. It requires sustained effort, unwavering commitment, and a belief in the power of collective action.
Let the memory of Sonya Massey and countless others fuel our fight for a more just and equitable future. A future where Black lives are valued, protected, and celebrated. A future where a call for help is met with compassion, not bullets.